I decided that since the collection has grown quite a bit, a new brand comparison video was in order. Okay, so I'm going to start by showing you a lineup of all the small cups, and down here at the end I'm going to show you the ones that only have one size, which is Shecup and Femmecup. So next in line we have small Keeper Mooncup and small Keeper, small Yuuki, small DivaCup, small Flerucup, small Lunette Celine. It's the same as the regular Lunette, it's just a different color. Small Meluna, small Ladycup, small Miacup, and down here at the end we got small Mooncup UK. They do have a different model out now, and it's actually more clear. So again, you can see that they are all very different. They're different in size, shape, texture, capacity, hole positions, everything. And also there's some brands that offer a medium and a small. So you got the small Meluna and the medium Meluna. So you can see how it compares to some of the others here. You can clearly see that the small Meluna is actually the smallest of all of them. But the medium is probably closest to, I'd say, small Ladycup or maybe small Lunette. But it does hold a little bit less than small Lunette. Textures are all different too. Some of them have no textures at all. Some of them have just a single spiral texture. This is a Femmecup. This is a Shecup, and its textures are just a line that goes down the bottom. There's about 6 of them all the way around. Some of them have little bumps for grips, or grip rings. And Flerucup is pretty interesting too. It's actually got like more like lines that go around, broken lines, and they're kind of random. The holes are all different too. Flerukup's got 2 slanted holes on both sides. Same deal with the Femmecup now. Yuuki's holes are slanted too, but they slant downward. Same with Ladycup actually. They've got a higher row and a lower row of holes. You could see that there. And then some of these cups have 6 tiny holes that are just under the second rim. Some cups only have 2 suction release holes, 1 on either side, and that's the case with Meluna and Miacup. And some of them just have 4 that are up at the top under the first rim. There's also quite a big difference as far as rims go. The Flerucup right here, it's got a more pronounced rim than, say, the Lunette over here. And then Meluna has a pretty pronounced rim, but it's not necessarily because it flares out like the Flerucup. It's just because it's really thick. Femmecup has a pronounced rim too, and so does Keeper. So basically the more pronounced rims would be the Mooncups, both US and UK, Flerucup, Keeper, which is also Keeper Mooncup, Meluna, and Femmecup. Rims that are kind of somewhere in the middle would be Shecup and Miacup, but the more subtle rims, and more specifically the ones that have a less pronounced second rim, are DivaCup, Yuuki, Ladycup, and Lunette. The smallest rim, that can actually be a little difficult to pinpoint because it's kind of a toss-up between these 3, the small Ladycup, small Lunette, and the small Meluna. So if you compare these, that's small Lunette with small Ladycup. They're almost equal, but maybe the Ladycup is just a tiny bit smaller. You can really see it at the bottom here. But even though small Meluna is actually smaller than small Ladycup in the body, his rim is actually a bit thicker. And small Ladycup does hold a little bit more than small Meluna. Actually, the small Ladycup holds about as much as a medium Meluna, but medium Meluna's rim is quite a bit thicker. Okay, now small DivaCup, it might be the longest brand, but don't let the width scare you, because when you put it up to the smallest rim, it's actually not too much bigger.